What's going on, Aries? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for August 29th to September 4th, 2022. So in this reading, Aries, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides regarding August 29th to September 4th, 2022. But before we begin this reading, Aries, as always, I want to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Aries, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. That would also be greatly appreciated over here. One last thing, if you're on Instagram, Aries, definitely be sure to go follow my official Instagram account, linked in the description box below. Be careful, there's a ton of fake people pretending to be me on Instagram, so the official account will be linked below. Cheers to you if I see you over there, Aries, but without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this reading and see what it is that wants to come through for you for August 29th to September 4th. 2022. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Aries. Right, Aries, let's go ahead and lay out these cards and see what we got going on here for you. All right, Aries, interesting energy you got going on here for a lot of you. I definitely see a lot of you definitely honing in your plans for future events in your life. Like, it seems like you may have some sort of unfinished activity, like a new business idea or some new place you want to go, or some sort of long-term goal that you have that seems to be like really making your life satisfactory here for the 29th to the 4th. We're going to have to tap into what this is because I do sense love is here involved as well. You may have a choice in love for some of you, actually, but you have the Magician here as your opportunity, Aries. So the Magician is all about tapping into unseen energy, unseen forces. You can't really see it with the five senses to bring things into physical reality. Because trust me, if I tried to rely on the five senses to create my reality, I would be nowhere. None of you would know that I exist. I basically channel spiritual energy into everything I do, and that's why I feel like that I am at least where I am today. Like, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I'm just like, it's essential for you to create something in your mind before you create it in physical reality. So the Magician is your opportunity. That's all about potential being on the table. You don't want to waste your potential, especially as an Aries. It's like you're good at getting things going, but you're not good at finishing things sometimes. And it makes sense because you have the Nine of Wands here as your challenge. Some of you, there's going to be a past lover coming back. I'm sensing from the 29th to the 4th. There's definitely going to be a past lover here, Aries, that is on your mind, that is around your aura and your awareness. For others of you, though, it's something that you started doing. I'm getting a hobby. I'm getting some place you want to go that you may have started, but now it's time for you to actually activate that potential, right? The opportunity of the Magician, and then the challenge being the Nine of Wands. Even if this is, some of you are trying to manifest a past person in love. Some of you may have had relations with someone in love that you're now waiting for the right time to kind of Aries, pounce. I could say that because we're talking to Aries, to pounce on your prey in love, so to speak. I could say that because we're talking to Aries, right? Yeah. So, okay, well, let's move on to your overall general, and we're going to clarify what that's about. But let's move on to your overall general energy. You have the Three of Wands, you have the Hierophant, and you also have the Queen of Cups here in your overall general energy. So a lot of you here, there's definitely something about some sort of orthodoxy or some sort of thing. And it really could come down to learning something about manifestation, okay? So usually when we talk about the Hierophant, it's all about some sort of like tradition, you know, maybe, I'm not really, I'm feeling that not a lot of you have to break free from tradition. I feel like that you have to start your own tradition. Does that make sense? It doesn't mean that you have to have a church or, you know, but it could be that you're planning to start like some sort of like organized thing, you know, here with the Hierophant to the Three of Wands here. I don't know what it could be. It could be like a long-term goal because, you know, the Hierophant is the bridge between it's like the spiritual world and the physical world, and that's very similar with the Magician here. So there's some sort of spiritual thing going on in your reality, Aries. I feel like it's using understanding that your life basically is nothing more than a 360 degree mirror of your inner state. Everything that if anything happens in your external reality, you should always ask yourself, how did I become a vibrational match to this? It's very easy to blame, and it's very easy to say it's that person's fault, it's this's fault. But if you can really go in, that's the power where it lies. So now, Aries, let's move on to what you don't see coming. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and also the Two of Swords here in what you don't see coming. So definitely good things with money. You could have a mentor here. You could have some sort of person. I feel like this is you putting your money up and investing in something, right? There's something here about you, maybe someone around you doesn't want to see you do this. The Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, denial about the Three of Pentacles here. You know, there could be something that you're really putting your money up in order to invest in a new skill. What you don't see coming, the Three of Pentacles, and you have the Magician here in your opportunity. So definitely something about like learning here because you have the Hierophant and you also have the Three of Pentacles. So putting your money, I would say like it's really smart to invest in yourself. You know, like I can talk all day about like my own, you know, I'm like a college dropout. Like I really shouldn't have like the success in different areas of my life like I do, but I could talk about, oh, I visualized all this into reality. What I really did was put the money up to invest in mentors and when I didn't have the money. Like I'm talking about like the Three of Pentacles here in what you don't see coming, and the Two of Swords here, Aries. Like it could be that like people are expecting you to put your money somewhere, or you're an internalized mother or father aspect in your mind that is there that you think is you, that's really internalized, is telling you like, don't put your money here. But part of my success, and I keep going back to it, is like I invested in like books, mentors, things over like food. Now that's how crazy I am. I really do not advise you to go that level, but sometimes that's what it takes. If you realize that like you're in a hole and you have all this potential, well then what do you need to do to activate that potential? Sometimes you need to do shit that will upset people, okay? You may need to do shit that, I don't know, and we're gonna clarify all this, right, Aries? But I don't know, I'm kind of like just whatever wants to come through today. But then you have in your advice from your spirit guides, you have the Eight of Cups, you have the Knight of Swords, and you also have the Eight of Swords here, Aries. So that's a very interesting frequency that you got going on for sure here. Definitely Spirit is telling you there's something that you need to walk away from that's no longer fulfilling you. The Eight of Cups, you know, and it's about intuition. You see how the person on the card is following that moon? It's about walking away from something good to go into the unknown because Spirit is calling you. And there's something about, this could be putting your money up to invest in yourself so that you manifest a higher quality partner. Some of you could be doing all of this for love, and that's fine. But really you need to love yourself first. But I'm telling you, there's something here about like, you're not sure if like it's the right move, but I'm telling you, Spirit, like move on your intuition, not with your logical mind. There's something here despite like the Hierophant, the Three of Pentacles could be quite logical. Overall, though, I kind of feel like there's this fire. There's this like, Then you have the Knight of Swords here. The advice is don't plan for a long-term future right here. Of course, you have to have a 5-year, 10-year plan in your life. But I feel like Spirit is telling you need to break out of this trap. You're trapped right now, and the only way forward is not by being very careful. I mean, like the advice here, like the 8 of Cups to the Knight of Swords, that's like an energy. The Knight of Swords is someone who like takes action and doesn't give a shit about like the long-term consequences because they know they're trapped and they know that the only way to break free is sometimes to take radical action and to do things you're not supposed to do as long as it doesn't bring you bad karma. And so with the 8 of Cups and the Knight of Swords being here and your advice from Spirit, Aries, there's something here about just ripping it. And it could have to do with some sort of unrealized love or some sort of unrealized dream that you have, something about manifestation. So let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards, Aries, and get to the bottom of what this is about. Let's go ahead and see why. First of all, why is the Magician here for Aries? I'm not really getting a whole lot about love. And remember that there's something here about you making a big shift to manifest love, or it's not that you don't, I'm sure you have a love life, but it's just for some reason sometimes, in these weekly readings, the 29th to the 4th, it's going to pinpoint on things that are coming up that are most potent. So why is the Magician here for Aries in the opportunity? One more here, Aries. Why is the Magician here in your opportunity? Actually, 2 more. All right, well, never mind. We have the 2 of Pentacles. All right, so here in your opportunity, there could be something that you're going back and forth with, but you're going to eventually have to commit to. Okay, the 2 of Pentacles here also could be about juggling something. Maybe you need to juggle your old life and your new life at the same time. Something to do with that, because you can't just give everything up and like pursue your dream. Like sometimes you need to live a little bit of a double life for like a couple of months, or like for sometimes a couple years, depending on how big of a timeline or lifeline shift it is. I want 2 more cards. Sorry, I'm gonna get 2 more cards here on the Magician though for you, Aries, because I'm not really comfortable with that clarification fully. All right, well, thank you, Spirit, for that. You have the 6 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords here. All right, well, the 2 of Swords keeps popping out in this reading. There could be some sort of denial about a path that is the true path of victory to you here, Aries, right? You have the 6 of Wands to the Magician and also the 9 of Pentacles. That's all about creating maybe some sort of financial security for yourself, creating a victory. But in order to do so, you might really have to, the 2 of Swords here, there's all this talk about manifestation. Whenever the 2 of Swords and the Magician comes out, this is, blocking out your old reality. Okay, the Magician, in order to manifest what you want, Aries, even though you're living on a double lifeline, like in one part of your life, you have this life that you're living that you're kind of like dissatisfied with. On this other mental sphere, or this place that actually exists, is your dream life. A lot of times when you're juggling these 2 lives, you have to act as if that you're already living your dream life. And so this requires you doing really radical, stupid things that most people would look at you and call you an idiot if they don't understand what Nikola Tesla said, which is if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, you think of in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So something that I used to do to ice out, like when I was working somewhere that I hated and I had this dream life, I would, as much as possible, literally handle my responsibilities in the life that I was living, but at the same time do crazy shit and feel like I would have intense visualization. I mean, there was a phase of my life where I would visualize like 1 to 2 hours a day in my dream life, and it got to the point where you have to brainwash yourself that your dream reality is more real than your physical reality. And what I also did was I would walk around like New York City, and I would like go into like Gucci, like right after like I quit things, I had like no money. I would go into the most expensive shops, and I would like dress up nice so people thought I was like quite wealthy, and I would try everything on because it introduced it into my comfort zone. Or I would like do some sort of expensive shit that was out of my means because I was like, this is what I am. So this is a really weird reading, Aries, and I don't know why we're talking about manifestation, but if you can feel like something is already happening, even though if you can have a clear vision in your mind about what you want to create, a clear, very clear vision, you make it more clear, you care more about it than your physical reality, then nothing can stop it. It's destined to happen. It has to happen. Don't all of you understand that the gift of God to all of us is our imagination? Your imagination is God. So anything that you create in your mind and it is absolutely clear, your job is to create it in the mental sphere to live this double life and then get out of the way of the manifestation. Let it come to you. So I don't know why we're going on this bender of manifestation for Aries today. So apply this, whether this to be your lover or whatever. There seems to be like some sort of shift here when it comes to manifestation. I don't know why this is coming through, but it is. Now, let's go ahead, Aries, and let's go ahead and clarify why. Because it's all about, why is this here in your challenge, though? So for a lot of you, it could be that you've been trying to manifest for something for quite a long time, and you're starting to get fed up with the fact that it's not here yet. I'm sensing that for a lot of you. But that's how you know you're very close. Here's an literal ancient Chinese secret, is that it's like the story of 2 feet from gold. The moment you're really like fed up that you're wanting to give up on your whole visualization, your whole dream life creation, that's when you're the closest. I remember, it's almost like when you give up on it, it's like that's when it happens. But not for all of you. You have to keep going. Let's see why the 9 of Wands is here in your challenge. This is either a past lover that you're like, well, shit, in order to be with this person, I need to like get my stuff together or something. But let's go ahead and see why the 9 of Wands. And this is, remember, for the 29th of the 4th. So one more here, Aries. Why is the 9 of Wands here? The 9 of Wands in your challenge is clarified by the King of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and also the Page of Cups here. So for a lot of you here in your unfinished business, you could have some sort of love situation that you're really hell-bent on manifesting. The King of Swords, 10 of Cups, and the Page of Cups. This could be you really using your mind to create some sort of thoughtscape or reality to where this is what you want. It's the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, is all about happily ever after, like getting what you want, positive emotions. Also, the Page of Cups could be an individual that you're after in love that you really want to manifest here. There could be an age difference for some of you. I'm not sure. Page of Cups, King of Swords, but like a lot of you are definitely, and a lot of this whole speech that I went on manifestation is actually so that you can manifest a love. And that's fine if that's what you want, Aries. But what I will tell you from this reading is you're definitely destined for something very powerful. You may have to like go back and forth, pretend that you're, fake it till you make it, Aries. But also be responsible and still diligent for your life that you're currently living. But like, okay. The advice from your spirit guide is the 8 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and also the 8 of Swords. So there's something that you need to break free from, Aries. Break free, don't let anything hold you back. So look, this is what I got for you here, Aries. I hope that you appreciated this reading, and I will talk to you next week. This is the Autistic Mystic